everybody, welcome to our homestead. We are excited because today we are starting a brand new challenge, a 40-day challenge where we are going to see if we can grow the food that our family will eat this summer and into early fall. We're calling it the 40-day homestead challenge, and we want to invite you to come along. So, why is this such a big deal? Why do this 40-day challenge? Well, because up to this point, the only thing we've ever done is we've grown just a few things in containers, like on a patio or a deck. And look, there's nothing wrong with that because you've got to start somewhere. In fact, that may be where you are right now. But we wanted to take the big leap. We want to turn this space right here into a garden. And not just for gardening's sake, but we want to see if we can grow the food that our family is going to eat this summer and into the early fall. We've already been hard at work for the past few months getting things ready. We didn't just decide to do this, last week or the week before. It started way back in December with piling up leaves into this space right here. And we let our chickens work the soil, and we let them really go to town just getting everything ready so that we'd be able to grow right here. You see, what we think is that in order to do this, there's 4 things that we've got to have. 1, you've got to have a good, bright, sunny space. Well, as you can see, this space is getting sun. And this is actually kind of later in the afternoon, so it's actually been very sunny here all day long. The second thing we're going to need, water. And we've got a great solution in place for that we'll be able to show you. The third thing that we're going to need is we're going to need some seeds and some plants. And we've already had those starting. They're already germinated and are looking really good, so we're excited about the progress that we're making there. And the fourth thing that we think we need is we needed chickens. And fortunately, we already had those. So all we had to do was bring them into this space and let them go to work. And they have been doing exactly that. They have helped us in tilling this land. They have helped us in fertilizing it. They have gotten things ready, and it is good to go. So the time is right. It's ready to go. We're ready for the 40-day challenge. Now, this 40-day challenge is not something that's just going to involve me and Melinda. Really, it's going to involve our entire family. Because as we've talked about in previous videos, one of the big reasons why we wanted to move to our homestead is we wanted to be able to do things together as a family. So I think Elliot's over here working hard, taking care of some of our plants and even our blueberry and raspberry bushes. So let's go see what he's up to. Hey, bud. What you working on? Water and blueberry bushes. What else have you been doing out here? Were you putting down cardboard underneath the hay straw?
Yep, I watered it and then I put wheat straw.
And why did we put the cardboard down?
We put the cardboard down so then it would block the leaves. The weeds.
The weeds, that's right. Exactly. How are the blueberry bushes looking?
Good. And on this one, it is blooming on a bunch of them. And then also, this one is kind of blooming. But mainly this one and that one are mainly doing well.
All right, so these blueberry bushes are looking great. We've been taking care of these these 4 blueberry bushes for a few years now. I think this is their 3rd year that we're going into. But we've got some new blueberry bushes that we have over here, and they're coming along nicely, as well as our blackberry and raspberry bushes. So Elliot is working hard, and that's the thing. This entire 40-day challenge, this is a family adventure. We are all participating. We've all got a role, and Elliot's role is helping put down things to block weeds and giving water. So as you can see, we're really excited about those berry bushes, and it's also really cool to be able to involve Elliot in making that happen. So I was just looking up here at the seeds, and it looks like 2 of our girls are here with us, Anna and Lydia. Anna, what's going on with our seeds? How are they looking?
They're looking great. A bunch of them have sprouted. I think that maybe that tall one looks like maybe it's some corn because it's pretty tall and big. And I think we planted corn in a seed tray about that big.
So these seeds have been in these trays for about 2 weeks, and they are doing really, really well. We're excited that we were able to get them and go ahead and get them planted. We had a little bit of trouble with some heavy rains last week. It actually almost flooded them out, but we were able to save them, so they're looking pretty good. Now, you might be wondering why we have it in this crazy contraption. Anna, you want to talk about why we put it in our mobile chicken coop?
Well, because Daddy and Mama said that if we built the chicken coop to keep the chickens in, it could probably just as well keep the chickens out. And we don't want our chickens eating our seeds. After they get a little bit taller, we can let them in there to eat the bugs, but they're not quite big enough yet. So we figured it'd be smartest just to put them in there, but we didn't need the whole chicken coop size. So we stapled a tarp to block chickens and squirrels and all that other stuff from getting in. So it's stapled, it's not attached at the bottom, but the chickens, if the door's closed, they think it's locked, so they don't even try to go push it open.
So there you have it. What we've done is we've used our mobile chicken coop that we've not yet put the chickens in. We're using it to keep the chickens out for now and give the seeds a little bit of extra protection. So this is really cool, and Anna was a big part of being able to help us get everything planted and get it ready so that we can grow. Now the big deal here is that we're almost ready to go ahead and begin transplanting these into the ground so they get a little bit bigger, and then we'll be working here very soon to get them in the space that you saw earlier. As I said, one of the 4 critical things for us in starting this garden is chickens. And we've had chickens now for really coming up on 3 years. This was one of the first things that we got soon after we moved to our homestead. We're using the chickens so that they can till the ground, keep down a lot of the bugs. Once the garden really gets up and growing, we're supposed to be able to let them get in there and let them eat at and around the plants without actually damaging the plants. So we're going to see if that really works. But today we get the other benefit of chickens, which is eggs. Do you have some eggs for us? Oh, very good. We have 16 hens total here on our homestead, and we get somewhere between 12 and 14 eggs a day. We try to pick them, we get them pulled in just as soon as we can. One, because we want to make sure we collect the eggs and use them for ourselves, but also we don't ever want to run the risk of the hens deciding to peck at the eggs and wind up kind of getting that taste for it. We try to make sure they get a good balanced diet, a lot of calcium, so we give them grit and things like that, but we've got good, happy chickens and we want to keep them that way. So there you have it. This is day 1 of our 40-day homesteading challenge. We're using the slogan, you've probably seen it in some of our stuff, that we're cultivating real life. So really we should be calling this our 40-day homestead challenge to cultivate real life. So we want to invite you to come along with us as we continue to try to grow our own food, maybe learn some things with us along the way. I've told others before that we don't have a background in this. I don't have a degree in agriculture or anything like that. We just know the things that we've read in books and that we've read online and that we've picked up from others. So we are working to try to implement that. If you have questions, especially during this 40-day challenge, leave them in the comments below. Reach out to us on themodernhomesteader.com. Let us know. We would love to be able to share some of the things that we're learning, and maybe along the way, perhaps even inspire you to start your own garden and grow your food as well. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.